Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm new, please be nice to me, pretty please. So yeah, I'm the camera cub or Tess, and I just thought I'd give this booktube thing a go, see how it is. I mean, it looks pretty fun, and yeah, I'd quite like to try it. This is not working. I've tried to do this introduction a million times and it just sounds shitty. I'm not good at it. I promise you the rest of the video improves from here, but also I can't edit, so in an attempt to seamlessly edit all of this together, I'm going to cut to a video of me with some clicky teeth in a second. So a little bit about myself. I'm Tess. I am a performance poet, amongst other things. That is the most interesting thing though. So I'm a performance poet. I'm from Essex. Absolutely love reading, always have done. And yeah, I just sort of thought it might be quite fun. So anyway, let's see how this goes. I thought what I'd do for you guys today is just like a little book haul of the things that I'm either reading at the moment or want to read, and then yeah, just leave it at that. And then in the future I sort of thought I'd do kind of see how it goes, do some of my favourite books, some stuff that I haven't seen other people review. Yeah, see what happens really. So anyway, what am I reading first? First off, I am reading The Rings of Saturn. That is by W.G. Sebald, and it says on the back, The Rings of Saturn begins as the record of a journey on foot through coastal East Anglia. From Lowestoft to Bungay, Sebald's own story becomes the conductor of evocations of people and cultures past and present, of Chateaubriand, Thomas Brown, Swinburne and Conrad, of fishing fleets, skulls and silkworms. The result is an intricately patterned and haunting book on the transience of all things human. So yeah, I'm about 120 pages through this at the moment, and it's really fantastic so far. I'll do like a proper review of it at the end, but it's just really evocative, and I don't know how it would be if you didn't know the area, but I'm from Essex, so like Suffolk and Norfolk aren't that far away. So it's kind of, yeah, it's really interesting for me to read at the moment. Yeah. Next on my list I have Childwald, and this is by Joyce Carol Oates, who is an author that I am absolutely certain I will end up talking about much more, because I love her, and she, like, I don't see that much stuff about her, and she's just fantastic. Not everything, but then also she's super prolific, so she's not going to be, but yeah. Okay, so this is the story of an enchantment and its dramatic consequences. At the centre is the frustrated love of a man in his 40s for a 14-year-old girl whom he meets and befriends. Drawn into her strange family in the haunting world of Childwald, he discovers that whilst others find freedom for themselves, for him there is no escape. So yeah, that's Childwald, Joyce Carol Oates. I think it's written 70s. I was reading about it. I'd never heard of it, and then I read 1976. I read an essay that she wrote, and she mentioned this book in it. I think it was an essay anyway, and it's sort of, apparently it's a bit of a prose poem more than just a normal novel. So yeah, I'm really keen to get to that. Next up is something that I'm sure pretty much everyone is familiar with who's on BookTube at the moment, because she was just shortlisted for the Bailey's Prize for it, and that's Ruby by Cynthia Bond. I have actually started this one as well. I started it a couple of days ago. I'm like 57 pages through, and so far it's fantastic. I'm not going to talk any more about it because, yeah, most people seem to know what it's about, and it's, yeah, so far really enjoying this one. Next up is one that I really don't know if I'm going to like. Really don't know. So I saw the film, and I liked the film, but the thing I didn't like from the film were the bits where they were very obviously quoting from the book. And anyway, it's Wild by Cheryl Strayed. Um, and at 26, Cheryl Strayed thought she had lost everything. In the wake of her mother's rapid death from cancer, her family drifted apart and her marriage crumbled. With nothing left to lose, she made the most impulsive decision of her life, to walk 1,100 miles of the west coast of America, and to do it alone. She had no experience of long-distance hiking, and the journey was nothing more than a line on a map. But it held a promise of piecing together a life that lay shattered at her feet. And I mean, the film I thought was really beautiful, and the idea of just taking off and doing this amazing long journey to heal yourself, I think is really, really interesting. But we'll see. I'm not convinced I'm going to enjoy the writing style on this one, but I'm not going to write it off until I've tried it. So yeah, Wild. My last one is a book of poetry. And I read a lot of poetry. I mean, I am a performance poet, so I do like poetry a lot. And this one I bought because, this is going to sound really strange, I bought it because I found a poem by this author on Rattle, which is like an online poetry magazine, really great one, really interesting stuff on there. And I didn't like it, but I kept thinking about it. And then I came back to it, and I read it again, and I did like it, sort of. I read an interview with this poet, and she sort of said, I mean, my problem with the poem was that she came across as a bit of a dick. And then I read an article, and she was like, I don't know why more people don't think I'm a dick for this. And I thought, yeah, actually, okay, let's try it again. And I read it again, bearing in mind that she thought she was a knob, and actually I really liked it, so I bought her book, and that's so Francine J. Harris, and it's called Play Dead. It doesn't have much about it on the back, but it's got quotes from people. So from Evie Shockley says, "This book talks smack. This book chews with its open mouth full of the juiciest words, the most indigestible images. This book undoes me." In Playing Dead, Francine J. Harris brilliantly ransacks the poet's toolkit, assembling art from buckets of disaster and shreds of hope. Nothing she lays her mind's eye on escapes. You too will be captured by her work. So I'm sort of dipping in and out of this at the moment. I don't like to read a whole poetry book in one go. I don't think poetry, you need to take time with individual poems. There's not the kind of thing you can. So yeah, I'm dipping in and out, but I'll do a review of this at the end, I think, because it's interesting. I'm enjoying it so far. It's interesting. So yeah, that's my kind of, I guess that's my to be read pile for the next month or so, depending on how much time I have. And I've got some more videos planned, which I'm really keen to put up, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks so much for watching. If you stuck to the end, that's awesome. I'm really pleased. If you feel like subscribing, please do leave comments down below. I'd love to hear what people say, and yeah, let's have a chat. That would be nice.